One of the things that we do often is converting from decimal to binary. So in this lesson, let's take a look at how we convert from decimal to binary. Let's use our blocks to figure out how to convert from a decimal system to a binary system. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with the decimal system here. And how much do we have? Well, we have one block of 100. And so that's 100. And we got 3 one blocks. And so that's 3. So 100 plus 3 is 103. Now let's convert that to binary. And the answer is still going to be 103. It's just we're going to allocate it a little differently. So what does that look like? Well, we can start with this 128 and say, is 128 larger than 103? And yes, it is. So there's no 128 inside of this. Is 64 larger? No, it's not. So there's 64 blocks in 103. So what we can do is we can actually take that out of this and put it down here. And what that leaves us left over here is 39 blocks left. So do I have a 32 inside of the 39? Yes, 32 is not larger, it's smaller. So I can take out 32 blocks and I can put it right there. So now I have 0, 1, 1 so far. So then what I have left here is 7 blocks. So if I count them up, I've got a 4, 5, 6, 7. So is there a 16 in there? Nope, that's a larger number. Is there 8? Nope, that's a larger number. Is there a 4? Yes, there is. I've got a 4 inside my 7 here, so I can take 4 of them out, put them there. Okay, I've got 3 left. Is there a 2 in there? Well, there certainly is. So I've got that now, and there's 1 left there that can go right there. So now what I've just done is I've converted it now from my 103 and decimal to a 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So let's see what this looks like if we're using a pen or pencil to do this. So let's first of all take 43. We're just going to go down the line here. Is there a 128 in that? No, there isn't. 43 is smaller than 128, so there's no 128 in there. How about a 64? No, there's no 64 in there. How about a 32? Well, yes, 43 is bigger than 32. So there is a 32 hiding inside of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 32 away from this 43 and we get 11 left. So next, do we have a 16 in it? No, we don't. So we're going to put a 0 there. Do we have an 8 in there? Yes, we do. So we'll put a 1 right there. We'll subtract 8 out of this, and then we end up with 3. Is there a 4 inside that 3? No, 3 is too small. So there's no 4. How about a 2? Yes, there's a 2 hiding inside of there. So we subtract 2, and then we get 1. So is there a 1? Yes, there is. There is a 1. Let's do the same process with something that's larger now. Let's do 186. So we're going to start out with 128. Is there 128 in there? Well, yes, there is. So we'll subtract out 128 from 186 and we get 58 out of that. So now 58, is there a 64 in 58? No, there isn't. So we'll put a 0 there. How about a 32? Yes, 58 is larger than 32. So there is a 32 in there. We'll subtract out 32 from this, and then we get a 26. So we'll put a 1 in the 32 column there. Is there a 16 in 26? Yes, there is. 26 is larger, so there's a 16 hiding in there. So we're going to subtract 16 out, and we'll end up with 10. Is there an 8 inside the 10? Well, yes, there is. So we will subtract out the 8 then, and there's 2 left. Is there a 4 in there? No, there isn't. Is there a 2? Yes, there is. And once we do that, there's 0 remaining, so there is no 1. So the answer to 186 would be 101111010. What I found is to really get these skills down, it takes a lot of practice. But practice can be a lot of fun, which is why I made a lot of arcade games like this one. And this one is one of my favorites. For this one, there's going to be these decimal numbers that are going to appear on the right. And what you need to do is you need to find the equivalent of that in binary form. So you click on it and those lines will disappear. So you're going to go through and try to find out what all of these are. So there's an 8 plus a 2 plus 1 equals 11. And like I say, this is one of my favorite games to play, and I really enjoy going through it. It's kind of like Tetris, where if everything fills up, and then the buffer overflows, and then you lose the game. So make sure that you keep up on it. It gets faster and faster, and I find it really entertaining. So if you're interested in this game and other games, go to my website. I'm going to put a link down to this game down below in the description.